Today we're going to go up to Leesburg, Florida, and we're going to go to Campers Inn RV place up there, and we're going to take a look at the Grech vans. If you haven't heard of the Grech vans, they're a very, very extremely high quality van, and they're just really good vans.
Lord help me.
Well, we just arrived at Campers Inn in Leesburg, Florida. Come up here today to take a look at some RVs, in particularly the Grech vans, the Class Bs. Back in September when we were at the Hershey RV show, we saw that they were a little upper scale and a little more pricier than some of the other Class Bs, but we quickly figured out why. They're really, really good quality. So we really didn't get time to show them very much then because it was really crowded and we couldn't get any filming done. So we thought we would take the time and drive up here to Leesburg and show them to you. And you know, one person's really excited.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak, but I know you're stronger than what you think. And I know it's hard. Yeah, I know it's
Let's kind of show you around the outside first of this Strada. The 24-foot, your regular 110 outlets, as well as your cable outlet here. And this area here would be for your generator, which this model does not have a generator. And I'll show you why here. We'll open up the back end. So on the back side here, you have your access here to get to them. It's kind of hard to see them, but this is where all the magic happens with the lithium, and all the lithium batteries are over to the right side. You're supposed to be able to run for like 10 hours non-stop, running your AC non-stop without having to recharge it. It has a 3,000 watt inverter. Of course, when you're plugged in to shore power, it'll recharge them. You have your, I believe it's 300 watts of solar panels. Of course, when you start the engine, that in itself is going to charge the batteries, but you can run a long time on these batteries without even having the engine running. In fact, they told us they had this going at the Hershey show, a model similar to this, and had it running all day. They had the AC going full blast so it never even shut off.
So they went from like 7:30 in the morning till about 6:30 at night. By 6:30, they still had about 15%. That was impressive, really.
So if you think about that, if you can do that with the AC running full blast and not ever turning off, that isn't a normal situation. You usually have it on auto and it does its cycles. So if you ever get to a point where your batteries are depleting, which is really tough to do with this, you just simply, you can turn on your engine if you're out dry camping, and that'll charge them. So you have a shade here that comes down. I believe there's a night shade and then a screen also. And then down here, this is a 5,000 pound hitch underneath this panel. There's two screws that you take off. This comes off and you have your hitch. And again, that's rated at 5,000 pounds. The bed here, this couch right now, it's power also, and it'll come down. So if you wanted this to be wide open when you're not using it as a bed and having that air flowing through there, you could put this down. Go ahead and close that up. And then over here on the side, the wet bay is hidden within this trim right here, which is really nice. You got your fill here so you can fill up your fresh water tank. You have your city water connection, your shower. You have your 30 amp hookup right here. Now your valves for your gray and your black tank, they are just electronic. This is all stainless steel, so you're not going to have this ever rust out on you. A really thick gauged stainless steel here. Coming down here to where you drain your tanks, you've got a hose. This has a macerator on it, but the hose reel is an automatic hose reel. So no longer do you need to find a place to put your stinky slinky. You've got a hose here that retracts. In our opinion, Grech kind of went a step above with a lot of other things, and the quality as well. And you'll notice that. So you might have noticed this hose down here, and what that is the exhaust for the hot water heater. This hot water heater is a Timberline furnace, and hot water, it's a continuous hot water. And it gets its fuel directly from the fuel tank of the coach itself, so you don't have to have a separate, a diesel fuel tank. And the Timberlines are supposed to be a really good top-notch water heater and heating system. So that is a big plus too, and really like the sleekness of these. Has the side cameras on it also. And when Michelle opens this door, what you'll notice is the automatic step that comes out. So all you have to do is pull back on the handle and it's automatic. And it goes by itself. So you notice the step that came out. All right, and you got a screen door there. Got your nice countertop here. Have a little extension here if you need it. Nice kind of a farm sink here. This handle actually is retractable. It's very good quality faucets. You don't feel the cheap plastic like you do on some. Hold down on it to open it. So the button you hold down on, it opens the door. Now if she pushes it again, you have an induction cooktop. In this model you have your little extra counter space here. The other model that's just like this, and you have the 4 seats that are up here, you kind of have some pros and cons to that. With the 4 seats, you can turn the other 2 around and you can put the table in. There's a table that goes in the middle, so you can sit here and you can play cards or whatever. And then there's a TV also up here in that model. The cons to that, which as you know, all RVs have their pros and cons, is you do not get the closet space here. Now Michelle's closet space, right, that would be yours.
Right, of course. You get a shelf and
Yeah.
I get the closet.
Okay. We were to live in this, we would really need to downsize on clothes a little bit. Maybe a lot. But you do get a couple shelves down here as well. If you have the model with the 4 seats up front here, then you lose this closet space. The fridge is a lot smaller and actually goes down in this area. But you do still have your bathroom. So you're losing all this, but yet in that model you gain more cabinet space up here. So you really got to think, do you want a bigger fridge, more closet space, or do you want 4 seats up here, another TV, and some more cabinets up here? And you're going to lose the space here for cooking. In the other model, you don't have this part here. You basically have the induction, and if you're sitting here cooking and you're chopping up stuff and you're wanting to throw them in the sink, it's a little hard because you don't have a lot of space here. You'd have to use the extension over there on Michelle's side there.
Because
it comes up here.
Yeah, this is also in the other model. I do have that.
The cabinets are very high quality. They remind us a lot of the Airstreams. It's a very good high quality wood. So you've got a lot of different storage areas here. This does come in like a lighter color as well, like kind of a cream color, I believe it is. This storage up here is actually this entire length, the entire depth. So that is absolutely huge. It's kind of dark in here, and I apologize, it's probably getting a little grainy with this camera, but I can't even reach clear back in there. I can't touch the back. It's a big, huge space. So the seating here, of course, this is your couch. These are all automatic, and these are automatic as well. So this will lean back, and you can actually stop it wherever you want. If you're watching TV, which the TV is here, this will actually come out and come closer if you want it to. So you can put a pedestal here for a tabletop, like if Michelle wanted to work here. You can have the tabletop, take the TV and extend it out closer, and hook her laptop on the table up to the TV and have the screen on the laptop and this as well. It has a Bose sound system here. These chases will retract in, and that will retract, and that'll retract down, make into a bed. Very, very soft leather. Got your water pumps, got your tank levels there. Here's the lighting. You got your awning, so you have lights for your awning as well. Your controls for your AC and your heat. Here's your master shades. So all of your shades, you can make them all come down at once, or you can stop it by just hitting it again. Put them back up. Or you can do one at a time. So there's your ottoman. That one's coming out. Put the other one out. You got your sofa here, which makes into the bed. And now Michelle's going to go take a nap. Well, what do you think? You gotta get, that's way bigger than a queen.
I probably should have climbed in a little differently.
And then if you wanted, you could open up the doors, put the screen down, and have a nice breeze flowing through here.
Yeah.
You can open up this door. And open this up. Come on in.
Hi.
All these seat belts you would tuck down.
Nobody wants to see that end.
Microwave convection oven. That might even be smaller than ours. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Now, Michelle's favorite part.
Oh yeah.
Is the bathroom.
The bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's airplane size bathroom.
Something to keep in mind, no matter what RV that you're thinking about getting, all the RVs have their purpose that people like about them. We'll sacrifice things like this and having a smaller space in here so that they can, utilize the other benefits of that RV. This is all a one-piece shower, so you don't have to worry about leaks or anything like that. So you have to use your faucet right here. It has a place here for the shower. So if you're going to take a shower, it works for me. You can take it off, wash your hair this way if you'd like, clean the pits. And something you don't see very often in these Class Bs in a wet bath like this is a window. And it does have a privacy shade here if you don't want anybody to watch you taking a shower. It does have a porcelain toilet, and again, it does have the macerator. It does have a string here for hanging, your towels or whatever that comes across, so that you can hang your towels or whatever you need to hang up there.
More than likely, probably be using like a campground shower house. Unless you were dry camping, of course. Then you have the option to use this. It's
just one of those things where you have to decide, what do you want to accomplish with getting the Class B? Why do you even want to go that small? Is it because you want to get into more areas? You like the size of it so that you can dry camp in more areas? Do you have a park model somewhere and you just want to use this to get from point A to point B without all the hassle of pulling a fifth wheel or a trailer and having a big, dually truck or having a big Class A? There's so many reasons why people choose the Class Bs. There's just all kinds of benefits to it, but then again, all of these RVs have, their negative sides to them as well. About 3 years ago, when we were going through the redwoods, we were passing up some places that we really wanted to stop, but we couldn't with our Class A pulling our car behind us. There was nowhere to really turn around. We would have had to drive way on down the road and find an exit somewhere and find a place to turn around to come back. With something like this, it enables you to get into a lot more places, because some of these places that we saw, there wasn't a very big parking lot, and the parking lots that they did have were pretty full. But with something this small at 24 feet, or like the one next to us at 19 feet, you could easily pull in. So there was a lot of things that we missed seeing while we've been traveling, not just through the redwoods. There's been other places as well. We just thought we would touch base on something a little different today than what we normally talk about when we do talk about RVs. I know we do talk about vans every once in a while. I think it's because Michelle's always been wanting one.
That's it.
Is it?
Yeah. I was impressed with the refrigerator for this size van. Actually has kind of a decent size. Of course, it does have your itty bitty freezer with your little playtime ice cube tray.
Yeah, let's just throw that.
Put that back in there.
Oh.
But the actual size of the fridge itself
Doesn't look
nice.
very big here, but when she opens
this is actually part of it.
Yeah.
So I
You would
thought
think you would think that was a freezer, but it's actually part of the fridge. It's open, it goes down in there.
so.
This here is just your only freezer part. And I'm surprised how heavy duty this plastic door seems to be. It seals really good. They don't lack with quality anywhere on anything. The insulation in the walls, some vans don't have any insulation. They've got, you need to look into this company and look at the construction of, you know, the frame and everything on their ceilings, everything. The extra support bars that they put in. This flooring is kind of a twill weaved flooring. It's similar to what we have in the Airstream. Waterproof, honeycomb style floor underneath. It's really
Heavy
strong
duty.
and durable. So now we put the two chases in. And if you wanted to sleep like this, one person on this side and this side, and keep this middle part open so that you could just roll over and step right out of the bed, you can do that also. This kind of gives it that twin bed feel, except you still have your bedding here, so you can sleep at a little bit of an angle here too if you wanted to get close. Or not. You got a plug-in down here, you got a cup holder. Your control panel goes out up here, then you can come down here and you can check your battery levels and your fresh tank, which says 7. Your gray says 13. And the black is 0, thank goodness. And then under here, this panel under here, again another cup holder over here on this side with your outlet there. This is an access panel to get into your plumbing for your bathroom. Your lighting is fully dimmable, so it's all LED lighting. Nice and cushy.
Very.
Really comfortable.
I feel the lumbar.
Now, if you have longer legs, there's a lever right under here to make this part come out further. Yeah, like that.
But that would not be me.
And then you have all your controls on the side there for your seat. So it's kind of shaped like a seat. So you can push the part on the seat there to do whatever you want to go down. There you go.
So that I can actually touch the floor. That's the recline.
And these seats do turn around. So the driver's seat will actually turn around, and then you have a little table here that'll flip up. So if you want to use that for your laptop, and you have your plug-in right there. You also have a couple USB ports right here. So you can charge your phone, your laptop, and if you wanted to, you could mount another monitor here. This wood is a very thick wood and would definitely support like a TV bracket. So you can put a small TV here, a monitor, or whatever. This would be really comfortable for long rides. Armrests are adjustable. This model comes with this 10-inch screen, which is really, really nice. You got your navigation, your phone, radio, your media. You can do all your full settings. You can control a lot. Let's go to the home here. Go back. You can download apps for the Mercedes system. Your radio, get your Sirius XM radio. You can scroll through all your channels right here. That's nice. That is a lot nicer than what ours is, because you can go through it a lot faster and stop right on it. Many cup holders here. You got a couple cup holders up here as well. You've got some USB ports up here. You got a USB-C. Also got storage up in here. What do you think? Pretty snazzy?
It is nice. As far as vans go.
It does have a black tank. It does not have a cassette toilet, which is a big plus for a B van. Some Bs have a cassette toilet, which I would not want. You don't have to slide it yourself. It's all fully automatic. And watch the step go in. That's nice. Got your push button start, foot on the brake. You push down for drive, up for reverse, and then, which I just accidentally did, I think. So we got drive there, and then you push in on the button here for park. So this one has the airbags on it, the VB, is it air suspension?
Correct.
So we're gonna see what this feels like. I think I've scrunched myself way up in here. Any gauge or anything that tells you how much pressure's in the airbags, or if they are engaged, or anything like that?
They're automatically engaged. Nothing's going to show up on the gauge itself.
Okay.
So again, it's an aftermarket from VB Air Ride. It's not part of Mercedes, so they don't integrate it up into the dash at all. But it's an automatic system. You don't have to push any buttons. Don't have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do your Bluetooth. Is voice activated. Navigation's voice activated as well. And with the touchscreen, you can turn on the navigation. It's all built into the front computer as well, so it'll give you the directions. You can see your speed limits up on the front little computer there as well.
Okay. Yeah. Down there. Little. You can probably change the display here too, can't you, to make it come up bigger?
Yep, that'll be another training session, but there's a bunch of different things you can look at in that small computer as well.
Okay.
You can look at your fuel capacity, miles per gallon, a lot of different things.
Okay.
If you notice, whenever you turn on your turn signal, your camera automatically comes up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
And if I turn the right one on?
Yep. And we'll look at the reverse when we get back, but it's got tracking on it, so it shows you as you're backing up, the track will change. Make sure you don't whack into anything.
Okay.
So these will light up. I think it goes from like a lighter color, it goes all the way to red the closer you get to the vehicle.
Closer you get?
Yep.
Oh.
See, now it's starting to light up red. Closer
So we're
to the car
next
to us.
Yeah, we're next to a car right now, and it's showing that we're getting kind of close. And it moves in the closer you get to the car. It's saying, stop! Kind of nifty.
Especially for backing in the campground spots. If you're getting on
Yeah.
a little too tight, there you
Holy
go.
cow, that's so easy. Just that.
Yeah.
Look, I put it into gear.
Step one.
With my pinky.
So there is a rearview mirror, but really it's just for people.
It's for the inside, yeah. You get some kids rummaging around in the back, you can see them, that kind of thing. You can get a bit of a view through the back windows, but realistically, you're relying on your mirrors and the camera more than anything else.
What do you think, Speed Racer?
Pretty nice.
Pretty peppy.
Yeah. It is very cushy, I guess you would say.
You feel less of the bumps in the road than conventional.
You like the way it drives?
I do. It rides very nice. Drives and rides very nice.
The seat comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
Push a button in, that's park.
That is so weird. Easy, but weird.
I would say cool, not weird.
Very cool.
Unique.
Very unique.
There you go.
Very unique, yes. So you got your porch lights up here. Right there, LED strip. LED strip on the outside edge here.
Gotta find my devotion, stay true, so I can be in all this for you. I gotta figure it out right now, 'cause I know what you need. You want only the best and nothing but the best from me. I gotta figure it out right now, 'cause I know what you need. You want only the best and nothing but the best from me.
We hope this video has helped somebody out there that's trying to decide on a Class B van. There's many of them out there, and there's many RVs out there, as you know, and there's a place for each and every one of them. Anything you want to add?
We'll see what happens.
What? It's time to call it a day.
It is.
What?
let's call it a day.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up. See you next week.